How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to our match analysis series. If you saw my previous match analysis, or you read the title, you'll know we'll be doing KIT this time, which happened about a week ago. So in this series, to those who are new to the channel, we walk through each game in the set and stop and talk about the decisions that are being made by both players, and how exactly those decisions are affecting the match. I'll be giving my 2 cents on the decisions both players make during the match and whether they're good, or could have been avoided, or substituted for something better. If you ever watch tournament footage and just think to yourself, I wonder why this player went with this move in this situation, then this series is for you. With that being said, let's get into it. This analysis will be over Gur versus White Boy in Losers Top 8 of KIT 2018. Gur will be sticking to primarily Adam throughout this entire set, with White Boy bringing in that quality Scarecrow gameplay. Now correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is Gur's first offline major using Adam, and he got the top 8, which is extremely commendable. They start the set off in Gorilla City, which is good for Scarecrow because there aren't many vaulting interactables for characters to run away from him, and the background bounce gives him access to some lethal trait charge combos. Quick thoughts, I love when people let the intros play. NetherRealm did an excellent job, and if you've seen my character analysis videos, I talk about how the characters' personalities are demonstrated in the game and in their playstyles. It's true for every single character. Anyways, Gur does an excellent job starting off being respectful. Scarecrow most certainly outfootsies Adam's stubby buttons. I think maybe Adam's down 3 could low profile Scarecrow's forward 2, but that would have been a risky move. On White Boy's part, I think the back 3 option could have covered a trait activation from Gur and a jump into trait, which some Adam players like to do because if you mix correctly as traded Adam, you're guaranteed to get the hit. And obviously first hit grants you meter. And I am loving this set already. This is exactly what you need to do as Adam. Wake up trait to low profile any meaty normals. You have to know the matchup, and he knew forward 2 would be low profiled by a traded Adam, and he punished with trait 3 accordingly. Now the way Adam's trait button works with the conversions is tricky. 2 and 1 have to be done in pairs. I'll go over his trait conversions and combos in my Adam analysis video I'll do in the future sometime. And I think Gur gets rushed with his conversions a lot in this set. If he had done 2-1 and then followed up with 1-1, he would not have dropped this conversion. Adam zoning with Adam Bomb is helpful because it's plus, and that'll be how he harasses Scarecrow throughout this set. White Boy didn't want to get caught by Adam Bomb right here, and Scarecrow's jump 3 is very good, so he's used to conditioning with that. Excellent job by Gur right here for reacting with Meter Burn Ray Gun. I noticed Gur goes for jump 2 in his combos instead of jump 3. He's sacrificing damage for a more reliable link. And again, he drops the conversion with an input error. He pressed 1 instead of 2. That Meter Burn Ray Gun is key in this matchup, allowing Gur to trade with Scarecrow's jump-ins. I just thought this was funny. He didn't need to meter burn this forward 3 because he was just outside the region for the Gazelle to hit. Good lord, White Boy is stand blocking all of this instead of holding down. The trick is to wait for 2 hits on each side and then switch your blocking stance, but it is much easier said than done. I like how White Boy tries to wake up with Meter Burn Fearferno to break armor, but it didn't work here.
He got lucky that the meter burn came in between the 2 hits. Yes. Otherwise, he was about to get shredded into a full combo here. Chemicals on the screen. Science. This man trying to find the magic formula to take down.
Jump 3 is another good tool in this matchup. It'll catch any aerial trait activation, which you'll see a lot in this set. I like the float cancels Gur is going for, but he'd be better off instead of doing jump 3 into float into another jump 3 over and over, and then trying to use jump 3 into down 3 as his low option. He could instead go for jump 3 into float into back 1, Adam's low starter, which can cancel into the ray gun for more damage. That meter burn back 3 was a good idea, but there was no way that was ever going to work. Now this game is kind of over. Granted, Traumatize is in play and can force a clash out of Gur, but Gur has the meter lead, and his trait is very good at closing out matches as well, with his chip damage. And this footage right here debunks the common misconception that Traumatize hits low. It hits mid, and Gur stand blocked it. And a final read on White Boy's jump 3 closed out the first game. Let's see how White Boy adapts to the matchup. Quick thought again, they both have their 3s binded to their R1 buttons. Gur plays on a pad, so that just seems like a strange button configuration to me. Gur starts off game 2 with a low profile by Adam, pretty standard.
of his own poison.
And White Boy is going to be second guessing himself.
Solid conversion right here. Gur goes to pick up with 2-1 instead of dropping it with 2-2. Adam plays good keep away with Atom Bomb and Meter Burn Ray Gun to keep Scarecrow grounded. Scarecrow's dashing and walking speed are among the worst, so this is good to put the pressure on Scarecrow from full screen. White Boy gets in with plus frames and tries to go for a cross-up jump 3 into a command grab mix-up, but Gur does a beautiful read on the jump and capitalizes for it. Just a second too late with that Meter Burn Ray Gun. And again, Gur goes for an air-to-air with trait against Scarecrow. A foolish endeavor. Jump 3 will win every time. Gur tries to press buttons after a whiff jump 3 right here because trip guards don't exist in Injustice 2, but he gets beat out by White Boy. Another weird conversion. Gur has to get used to these in order to start Adam's very solid corner pressure. He should have instead done 2-2, 1-2 instead of 2-2, 2-2. With weird aerial conversions with Adam, like that one right there, it's best to do a 1-2 early off to ensure you keep the same angle on the following 2-2s that lead the opponent to the corner. A good read by White Boy here. Gur has gone for jump 3 float pressure every time they've stepped into the corner, just about.
Just like in game 1, going down into the second bar of health for both these guys, dead even.
Absolutely perfect conversion by White Boy here. Forward 2 traumatize will combo on hit or early in a jump, and it is safe on block at max range.
Beautiful clash quote there from the 2. Back to full screen we go.
Now White Boy is starting to crouch block the Adam 2-2 spam, which you're supposed to do. Gur needs to incorporate the true 50-50s into his trait pressure. He does do the throw shimmy and catches White Boy trying to jump out of it though. Another thing, every time you Adam players take your opponents to the corner, end in 2-3, then exit trait. The trait 3 in the air is a hard knockdown that allows for you to safely exit for free, and not have to deal with Scarecrow being able to press buttons before you on wake up.
Air teleport to get out of the corner. Trying to keep White Boy at base, shoots him.
Another air-to-air with trait that didn't work.
Every time Kurt's gone into trait, he's gotten super offensive, and White Boy has been
Good job by White Boy respecting the down 3 that Gur has been doing on wake up. And the match is over once Fear Toxin is up.
Now he's just going to try to chip Gur out. He's air-to-aired him 3 to 4 times out of that trait right now. White Boy tying us up at 1-1.
And nothing scarier than White Boy activating trait in a low-life situation.
Actually invokes fear.
White Boy keeps making the mistake of disrespecting the trait activation mid-air. He has no efficient way of challenging it, so he just needs to respect it. Gur gets hit right here, but doesn't stick to the button pairing rules that you have to do as traded Adam. He does a stray 1 right here and loses the conversion. He still gets the throw though, which is pretty amazing. That must have been a bad input right there.
Actually trying to get inside White Boy's head there.
Gur does another perfect jump right here and converts off of it. Really lucky Meter Burn Ray Gun right here. I can see that ignited blue vial being useful for meaty setups in the future, judging by Gur's timing right here. He manages to get a good armored counterpoke right here, and his momentum is off the charts right now. And the neutral seems to be getting really tricky right here between Adam versus Scarecrow. Gur would be in a much greater position if he would just start reacting to Scarecrow's jump with the Meter Burn Ray Gun. There's a lucky forward 3 right here for White Boy. It doesn't look like Adam has very many options against Scarecrow in the neutral, which is why it looks like White Boy's just pretty much walking Gur to the corner right here. Gur makes a bad read with the jump and gets caught by Fearferno. And this life bar was pretty much over here.
The toxin was still there, but he still got a lot of damage off of that trait.
And again, Adam is just getting walked into the corner by Scarecrow right here. Perhaps this matchup is not as in Adam's favor as I originally thought. I feel like White Boy should be going for more pressure on Wake Up with the down 1. Adam's best Wake Up, his back forward 2, I'm not even sure what to call this move. Scarecrow will low profile it with a down 1 and will be able to punish it. So he pretty much has free pressure on Adam. On Oki at least.
The abilities of the power belt. And an immediate clash from White Boy.
I'm really not sure why Gur decided to spend all of his resources on these 2 clashes. Now he has no way of getting his damage in reliably.
Great job, Aquaman. Anyway, corner combo pressure gets the jump 3 in front command grab. What is the mix-up? Nothing. Gur wakes up with a
This setup would have been lethal had Gur just respected White Boy on Wake Up. It was almost guaranteed that White Boy would try and jump out had the Wake Up not worked, and Gur could have punished.
Gets
White Boy definitely should not have pressed a button right here. There's no way the chip damage would have killed him. He actually had a chance at this game.
mixed up the Atom, fighting his way all over Gorilla City.
I hate how they're not showing the start of the match. There's so many mind games at the first second of the match that we're really missing out on.
Another step toward that dark side, that beautiful, dark side trophy.
Just a random thought, I noticed he failed his tick throw right here and he's not able to be punished for it. I hate it when some command grabs are punishable on a failed tick throw and some aren't. Like Sun God Kodal in MKX was just so underused because a failed tick throw was a full combo punish for your opponent. This time White Boy does an instant jump 3 after Meter Burn Fearferno because he was afraid Gur would air dare him again, and it worked. Adam cannot low profile forward 1 from Scarecrow even when traded up. I'm honestly shocked at the hit rate with Meter Burn Teleport from Gur. He's doing a very good job with those. And that Meter Burn Ray Gun is no longer catching White Boy. This just demonstrates that at a higher level, players make zoning a lot more difficult on the zoner, and it's not this insurmountable strategy that no one can work around. White Boy's picking up from the online ranked matches meta, waking up every single time. I think he needs to be a little more sparing with how often he wakes up. Maybe delaying would help him out more. Gur should have ended this conversion with 1-3 instead of just mashing 2. It's leaving him in undesirable situations even though he's gotten the conversion already. I know I keep making comments about Gur's conversions, and I have to give him a little slack. They're difficult to pull off, and adapting the button combinations is something that takes a very long time to master. And this character's only been out for a month, so it's not detracting from Gur as a player at all, but if he's going to get his Atom to the highest level, he needs to master those conversions. And Fear Toxin takes another life bar. Honestly, have you guys ever lost a life bar to Scarecrow who didn't have Fear Toxin active? Excellent meter burn back 3 by White Boy right here. I don't really talk much about combos during these, but I love this Scarecrow combo by White Boy, ending in the most optimal situation possible. Perfect link into the meter burn scythe.
Not respecting him. White Boy's frame trap on point. You better believe him.
Back here has a great position too. He has to get White Boy off of this.
Mr. Aquaman makes a good point right here. Scarecrow does have excellent corner carry.
Free damage for White Boy. Into the other corner we go. We don't talk about Scarecrow's corner carry.
And this conversion is just one big sign of someone who's spent all their time labbing a character since day 1. 3 down 1s perfectly timed after a jump 3. And trait has been activated. The match is now over. Now we're heading into a pretty hype game 5.
Great job, Gur. It's not your fault.
And we got another game 5 here on the losers that you can lose a match because you have.
Now I 100% approve of the Bane switch. Adam versus Scarecrow looked like an even matchup, and even then, Gur just didn't have the same solid, this is my main kind of comfort with Adam. And Bane does an excellent job in this matchup from the looks of it. I could be wrong though. Scarecrow or Bane players, tell me how this matchup goes in the comments. White Boy needs to get with the times. Starting off in Gotham City with the same stupid statue is no longer the meta anymore. And as you can see, Bane does eat single hitting wake ups for breakfast, as I said in my Bane analysis. You guys should check that out, by the way. This is +2, White Boy respects it. This is +3, White Boy does not respect it. White Boy forgets about the low and eats a full combo from Bane for it, and we know how Bane combos usually go. Gur baits out the jump by not committing to the tick throw, deletes White Boy's health bar with 1 DP for it. White Boy has been conditioned to not wake up, and Gur goes for some plus frames. Doesn't get much for it though. That right there is why you don't want to use a pressure string with gaps in it against a traded Bane. Gur was able to do the DP between the meter burn Fearferno. Gur is just making White Boy look free in game 5 right now.
A massive life lead on the final health bar in the final game. White Boy needs a lot to fight back as Gur has faith in his defense.
White Boy jumps back to avoid the wake-ups from Gur. Another jump back, which is a very strong option for Scarecrow with a jump 2 that goes practically half screen. And that is the most solid evening of the health bars I've ever seen. One reason I picked this set to analyze. Good jump back again. This is what you want to do against Bane. Jump back normals to punish the command grab. Scarecrow does an excellent job at this. White Boy has done nothing but jump back and jump back. Gur needs to cancel down 1 into the DP up close. The armor will go through White Boy's jumping attack. White Boy needs to be punishing these Bane charges with meter burn back 3, but he doesn't have any meter, so I can't really nag. Good air-to-air right here. He's making the perfect adaptations to Gur's patterns.
Ready for a shocker? He's got 4 bars. Is he going to do it? Only gets 25. He's going to save it for the Gur special. A meter burn cancel.
We don't know yet. Level 1 going to level
A good
2.
reaction to the teleport. White Boy should have had his finger on the clash button the moment he teleported, because that damage was clashable. I don't think that tech roll was intentional, but Gur takes the match either way. I'm sure White Boy had his finger on the clash button, so Gur threw him off with the command grab, but that was just an excellent set. The story of the match? Gur's Adam was enough to win him 2 games, but his lack of solid experience wasn't enough to close out a set with a day 1 Scarecrow main. Gur demonstrated that he knew the Scarecrow matchup back and forth, and all he needed was the Venom King of heavy damage to take the set. White Boy played as solid as he could, with little to no error. It just seemed that he wasn't fully familiar with the Adam matchup, and he was pressing buttons at the wrong times, but quickly adapted to his spacing and, frankly, hitboxes that Adam couldn't contest with. It took him too long to adapt his playstyle from Scarecrow vs. Adam into Scarecrow vs. Bane, and if you take too long to adapt against Bane, you probably already lost. That's it for this match, guys. I hope you learned something. I'm glad this series has received some positive feedback, and I will definitely keep it up. I might do another KIT analysis before Frosty Faustings, the next tournament, but it'll be a few weeks before I do another match analysis. I've been getting more requests for characters to break down, so that's exactly what I'll do. My current list is on screen right now. I've got Superman, Scarecrow, Red Hood, Harley, and Robin so far. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll be working double time to get those out of the way. Be sure to send in your clips too. I'm still waiting on those. I'd love to debut that series as soon as possible. One final note, I will be present in JGleez's subscriber spotlight on the 16th, so go check out his stream and his channel to see me go up against some of his subscribers. He's one of the few that still makes Mortal Kombat content as well as Injustice content, so give his page a look if you want some quality matches to study. Remember guys, there is no knowledge, it is not power. And I'll see you guys in my Superman analysis.